We're heading home, unfortunately 2 days early. On this final episode, we head home, but not before visiting the legendary Charlotte Plains, where we managed to get some well-earned R&R in the beautiful hot springs, all the while trying to put out of our mind the concerns that we've got over Sarge. So come along as we spend the last night in the Amazing Outback. Afternoon everyone, it's a little bit of a late greeting to you all. We've been on the road for around 4 hours.
Yeah.
About 4 hours we've been on the road. We ended up just doing a free camp last night. Basically we didn't get to where we were hoping to get to. Well, actually we went further than we were hoping to get to. Went to the dig tree and we decided not to camp there. Decided to push on. After we had a near miss with the caravan and some solar panels and part of their roof that got blown off by road trainers that went past. I'm pretty confident I turned the GoPro off just before it happened.
Yeah, you did. You did.
So we'll have footage of the back of the van before it happened, but not actually after it happened. It was pretty close. Like we were well over the other side of the road to miss it, and it was a big hard move. We just left. Was it? Thargomindah, which is a really lovely little town.
It's pretty and so neat, and the toilets were smicko, like the public toilets.
The whole place has a lot of pride in that town.
Oh, the information centre was so beautifully laid out. Yeah. Lovely, friendly staff as well. Yep,
we'll definitely be coming back and spending some time there. There's a national park near there that we want to go back to.
Yeah, because it's got
quite a bit of history.
Got the Bilby fence. So there's a 25 square metre
25 kilometre,
yep. Bilby enclosure, so yeah, we'd love to check out that national park.
So we'll go and check that out. So we'll be heading back to do that. Interesting thing was, as we were there, I've actually realised it's a little bit concerning, but there's a significant change in the gap between the tray and the cab of Sarge. So I don't know how, but it's at some stage. It wasn't there yesterday when we fueled up at Inaminka, so that's not ideal.
No.
Not 100% sure what the outcome of that is. I had a look underneath. I couldn't see anything like cracked frame or anything like that. But it certainly doesn't fill us with a lot of confidence of potential outcomes. We'll see.
Bit of a sick feeling in the stomach.
Very. So once we get to our next stop, which is what's it called again? Sorry.
Charlotte Plains, which is a working cattle and sheep, I think, station, and they've opened up their property to campers. They've got an artesian bore, so you can have an artesian water bath and swim in the artesian waters. So I'm looking forward to that after being on the very dusty trails.
Yeah, it's been a while between proper showers. So we'll set up there for tonight. Or this afternoon. We should be there in a couple of hours. We'll get some good footage around there.
Yeah, apparently the bird life is amazing.
Yeah,
hope so. I got to see a major Mitchell in the wild. Matt was looking in the wrong direction, so I believe there's major Mitchells on this property. So hopefully we get to see them.
They're incredible. They're unfortunately dwindling in numbers, so it'll be very cool to see them in the wild. So once we're there, I'll also have a really good go over Sarge and see if I can work out what's going on. Anyway, we'll talk soon. The change in the amount of bird life that we saw from the Strzelecki right through till the other side of Kanamala was quite impressive.
It's a little bubba.
It is pretty little, eh? There were so many emus between Thargomindah and Kanamala. It was incredible. It was so great to see so many out there. They're all very little.
They are, aren't they?
Fucking tame little fuckers.
They are.
Kanamala was a real surprise to us. We hadn't heard a lot of great things about Cunnamulla, but I have to say we really enjoyed it. We were eager to see the painted water towers. We'd read so much about them. It was such great artwork, but due to being in a built up area, I didn't think it was appropriate to put the drone up. I would love to see this lit up at night. We continued east out of Cunnamulla, and it wasn't too long before we hit the turn off into Charlotte Plains. Hot Springs camping.
Yeah, that's unpowered. We're powered. We go this way.
Okay, so we're this way? It was about a 20k track from the main entrance through to the main house. And once again we're greeted by a lot of emus. Oh no. Is it?
It's a young emu.
It is a young emu, not new either. It was extremely sad when we came across this where we could see a younger emu had been hit, and it appears the mum or dad had been hanging around even though the baby had been dead for quite a while. Just remember, if you're on these dirt roads, slow down, it's not a rush. Way too much wildlife gets killed on our roads.
I'm so sorry, babies.
So this was the powered sites that we'd paid for. It wasn't a lot more, but it was a little bit more for powered sites. And I've got to tell you, they're an extremely big disappointment. We drove around a little bit looking at it and we just decided it wasn't where we wanted to camp. So we decided to head off and see if we could check into the non-powered sites closer to the springs. I must say, it was the best decision we made. It was kind of sad to think that this was our last time that we'd be setting up on this trip. So after finding the Anderson plug at Dargaminda, I took this opportunity to do the repairs to the cables while Lisa was off having a soak. With all the repairs done, it was time to sit back, relax, have a cold drink, and enjoy this stunning light as the sun started to set. We really needed more time here. right, welcome to Charlotte Plains, which is
just outside of Kanamala.
Yeah, it looks a lovely little spot. It's got artesian bores, so basically the equivalent of like a hot springs type of setup. Absolutely gorgeous, beautiful thing, and more importantly, you've got things like these guys in the background. I'm not sure you can see from that camera angle, but these 6 emus, so basically 5 babies and a mum, I think, have been basically hanging around the campsite most of yes afternoon and all the morning. So
yeah. My recommendation is that you don't need to park close to the toilet or the shower block. Come right down the back paddock because you definitely see more wildlife down here. We even had, look, it most likely was a bandicoot. My heart wants it to be a bilby. We even had, he moved so quickly through the campsite last night, he even roared through, but we've got these little dig marks
all around the campsite.
So, you know, if we probably stayed up a bit later, we probably would have seen him more often.
Definitely. Look, it's a lovely spot. If you've got time, it's better than an overnighter. I think just because of the wildlife, and there's a lot of walks, etc. It is a working cattle farm, but there's just a ton of wildlife here. The bird life, if you're into birds, there is a lot of bird life. There's been mulga parrots, there's been heaps of things here. So definitely if you're into birds, you'll love it here. Wildlife in general, and actually as I look, there's an old dead tree over here. It's full of birds. It's lovely. So look, we're heading home. Unfortunately, 2 days early. Compounding factors. One, the national park that we had booked, which was Garraween, has actually closed the bookings down for the next couple of weeks because they're doing controlled burns and also maintenance. So that kind of threw a spanner in the works. But we've also got possibly a fairly significant issue with Sarge. I'm not sure whether I'm going to go into that much on the video, so we'll just leave it at that for the moment, and we'll definitely update you more as we know more and we deal with Jeep. I'm sure Jeep will be amazing, as they always are. Yeah, look, it's best to wait till we know exactly what it is before we mention what it is. Yeah, because at the moment it's pure speculation. So, but it's enough for us to make us to want to head home. So, it's there's going to be no more filming from now on. Well. Unlikely there's going to be filming on the way home. We've got about an 8.5, 9 hour drive, so we're just going to push through. So I want to thank everyone for joining us. Sorry, that'll pop us into Brisbane Road on peak hour traffic. Yeah, perfect timing. So, but I want to thank you all for those who have watched all the way through. Really appreciate you spending your time with us. I hope we've done a good job. I know we've already talked about areas that we need to improve. And we're going to work on those. Yeah, look, we are a very young channel. We're learning as we go. We're only new to videography as well. Yeah, we've really been posting since November 2022. So that's really since we've started actually posting videos. So pop in the comments. Would love it. Would love to hear what your thoughts are. What you'd like to see more of. What you see less of. We tend to get wrapped up in the filming of the nature because that's what we love and that's what we want to inspire people to get out and see. But we know people do like to see more of people that are creating the content, like us, getting involved in the film more. We both like being behind the camera, so it's a bit of a challenge. So we definitely we know we need to bring that personality side more to it. So we work on that. But I know what we've captured has been incredible. So I hope you all enjoyed as much as we enjoyed making it. So. And like we said, like and subscribe if you like this type of content. We'd love to have you on board with us. And like I said, comments and feedback is always appreciated. You can either do it in the comments below, our emails, etc. in the description as well. Don't be afraid to shoot us an email. Love to hear more information. I'd love to hear more thoughts and comments, etc. Yeah, and if you want to see our still photography, that'll go up on Facebook and Instagram. Instagram. It's just all Filthy Jeep Adventures. So it's all very simple to find. I'll pop the description, the titles down the bottom. But very, very simple to find. And Lisa's really discovered her love for photography again in this trip, which has been great. I need new lenses. It's been an expensive trip for more ways than one. Yeah. But look, thank you very much for joining us, and we will see you on the next one. See you. Thank you. Bye.